That's good. Alright, welcome to another episode of Bistro Baz. This is going to be a standalone Bistro Baz since I'm still on crutches. We're not really out doing too much to get content for you for a full video, so I'm going to try to do a few more Bistro Baz while I'm in this situation. So what we've got for you today is we've got a tuna bake. My mum makes this when we were growing up, and it's just a nice cheap easy meal. Same thing as I think a couple of episodes ago I did, where the cheese is the most expensive part. What we've got is we've got onion and celery. That's a whole onion and yeah, I don't know, just 2 handfuls or so of sliced up celery. Got tuna. Normally we do this with the macaroni pasta, but we didn't have any, and we got this pasta here, and then we got the shell pasta, so I wanted to utilize that stuff up first. Some cheese and tomato soup. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get our pasta going. We'll get that on the boil, and we'll once that's all done, then we'll continue on with the next step. Cheers. Alright, so the pasta's been cooked. Leah took that in and sorted that out for me. So now that we've got that, we're going to do our celery and onion. And I've actually chucked in a little bit more celery because I thought the ratio might have been a bit out. So I'll just chuck all that in. Put that little bag away. Oops. Chuck that in there to cook. We'll give it a couple of stirs as we go along, and then we'll start putting it all together. Righto, so something that's been missing in this episode and in our last episode is my good friend Bundy Rum. So we've brought him back. So now that with that sorted out, so we've cooked up our celery and our onion. I'm just going to crack some salt on there. And even though Leah doesn't like pepper, I'm putting pepper in because it's part of seasoning, and she never notices anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So once that's all cooked up, you don't need the onion to be golden brown and stuff. You just, you know, cooking it up a bit. We're going to chuck in our tomato soup. I pour the whole can in. Now this should ideally do me and Leah 2 meals, and I guess it would be a family sort of size portion. Mix that around. We'll put that back in the heat. Check. We'll do that for now. While we're doing that, oops, dropping stuff. We're just going to start with the rest of the part, which is just putting in our first layer of pasta. So King Parrot over there.
So easily distracted.
So yeah, you're just going to layer it. Get your tuna, depending on how much tuna you like, depends on how thick you want it, but I don't like tuna at all. Somehow I do like this recipe though. But you don't want to have it too much because the tuna will overpower the sauce once you go to put that in. So just you know, mix it all around, get it in there. Maybe it's easier to use your fingers just to break it up. Now if you want right now, you can layer it with a little bit of cheese as well, or if you don't want to have too much cheese, put the cheese on at the end, which you're going to do anyway, but we like our cheese, so I'm going to put a little bit on anyway, but I'm trying to cut down on cheese, so a little bit. For those playing at home, that is a little bit for me. Alright, so get that out. So before I go any further, I am going to put this tray in. This is the tray I forgot on the last Bistro Baz when I was doing the honey chicken. So if I don't have that in, I'm more likely I'm going to burn it, which is what happened last time. So I'll close that. Now, being this is going to be hot, what we're going to do, we're just going to spoon this in. So, added our sauce on. I put a little bit more pasta on because we only had a little bit left anyway. So once you've done that, you just want to chuck your cheese on. This is where you can get a little bit more greedy. And that should be enough. And then we just chuck it in the Weber to bake. And once the cheese is all melted, then it's pretty much right to go. We'll see you soon. Alright, so we are back and it looks good. I don't think you could pull it out any more perfect time than that. And the funny thing is, while we're waiting for this to cook, the dogs have run off, played around somewhere, and Nova's come back filthy. We don't know where she's been. It looks like she's been rolling in some oil somewhere, but there's no oil around here, so I don't know. That was
so bad.
And yeah, she stinks very, very bad. So sorry, just a funny thing just happened. I just wanted to share that. But let's have a taste. I'm gonna crack some more salt on. I'm not even gonna put it in the bowl. That takes too much effort, too much time, and we're not here to waste time. So let's have a try. Ooh, this is going to be hot, straight out. I should have actually let it sit for a little bit before I even got this recording again. But I got greedy. Smells good. Oh, that's hot. No, we're not ready yet. Whew. Maybe I can take a little bit. So I don't recommend doing that, putting half of it in your mouth and then put it back in. Luckily this is going to be my portion over here. I guess I've owned it. Alright, let's try again. That's good. One last thing. Like I said earlier in the video, I don't like tuna, but somehow this works. So if you don't like tuna, give this a shot. One of the keys is make sure you don't put too much tuna in, and that your tomato soup mixture, that ratio to tuna, that's what makes it taste really good. So yeah, if you're shy of the old tuna, do that first. Cheers.